Adrien Broner delved so low he considered killing himself but can fulfill destiny against Pacquiao. Seldom has a nickname ever hit the nail on the head more than in Adrien Broner's case. The problem suits him. Broner would have expected his name to be synonymous with those in the annals of boxing history at this stage of his career and not with something that still needs resolving. For this was never supposed to be his reality. He was the golden child assigned as heir to Floyd Mayweather's brass throne years before the thought of relinquishing the seat would have even entered his compatriot's mind. He was the natural choice. He possessed the skill, the showmanship, the arrogance, the unremitting confidence. He even shared Mayweather's ardour for money. It appeared as though the transition would be seamless and the takeover only a matter of time. But it wasn't to be. An instinct for self-destruction, numerous run-ins with the law and 3 defeats and a draw in his last 10 fights derailed a career which for so long seemed destined for the stars. Outside of the ring the troubles have always been there. Adhering to the rules has never been his style. Long before he rose to prominence, which reached its peak when he beat Paulie Malignaggi to become a 3-weight world champion in 2013, he had established a reputation as a bad boy. 7 years before that fight he was charged with aggravated robbery. The following year he had a weapons case, a witness intimidation case and a domestic violence case put against him. He was accused of beating a Westchester man and robbing him of $14,000 during a gambling dispute outside a Madisonville bowling alley 3 years ago. He has been sent to jail for showing up to a hearing 3 hours late and drunk. He has been arrested on a number of driving offenses, having no license, speeding and not possessing registration or proof of insurance. He was charged with battery for choking a waitress and sexual battery for allegedly groping a woman. Only last month, before Christmas, he was arrested for failing to appear in court. The list goes on. But for years, for all his misdemeanors, Broner was able to still shine in the ring. Now it has taken its toll both in his personal and professional lives. He has lost friends, fights, and even hope at times. In 2016 he hinted at committing suicide with a string of disturbing posts on social media. He shared a photo of a gun and wrote, "I'm going home, I love you all." Later in the same day he wrote on Instagram, "I'm doing it, I'm sorry to my family and friends but I don't want to be here no more. This is too much. I don't know who to trust in this point of my career. People really losing faith in me and starting to part ways." It was a cry for help. It was a new low. It was the nadir of his life and career. Boxing had always offered Broner an outlet, a place to excel, a thing to win at. When that betrayed him it all got too much. The dilemmas stacked up and the solutions dried out. It was a defeat to Marcos Maidana in 2013, the first of his career, when the wheels first started to come off. He won his next 3 fights, but then that feeling came again. This time at the hands of Shawn Porter. 3 successive victories after and sitting on top of the world as champion offered some comfort, but again defeat was around the corner with Mikey Garcia outclassing him to win the WBC Diamond Super Lightweight title in 2017. Last time out Broner failed to beat Jesse Vargas with the judges returning a majority decision draw verdict. For someone so talented, he should not have as many blots on his record as he does. Former world champion Timothy Bradley said last year, "He has all the skills in the world, man. But no brains. No brains, man." It has been over 2 years since Broner experienced the winning feeling. And yet, with the talent undiminished and the self-belief unbowed, the 29-year-old is preparing to venture into the lion's den again for the biggest test of his career. Manny Pacquiao stands in his way of a shot at greatness and redemption. Broner has always had a desperation for success, but in the past has appeared to be gripped by fear of falling short. But the tortured king of boxing seems less tormented nowadays. The pursuit of perfection is not as much of a burden as it once was. With a sense he can fulfill his destiny this weekend, in Sin City of all places, there is not even a semblance of doubt in Broner. Nationality, Philippines. Age, 40. Height, 5 feet 5.5 inches. Reach, 67 inches. Fights, 69 wins, 60 wins by KO, 39 losses, 3 KO, draws, 2 nationality, USA age, 29 height, 5 feet 6 inches reach, 69 inches fights, 38 wins, 33 wins by KO, 24 losses, 3 draws, 1 I've always been an underdog. I came from the trenches and I'm bringing that mentality into the ring, he said this week. I can take over boxing with a win over Pacquiao. There are a lot of great fighters in this sport, but they just don't bring what I bring to the table. With a win like this, it would put me right where I was always meant to be. For so long Broner has been a riddle without an ending, but now, a final answer to the enigma seems to be on the horizon.